guys, thank you for coming back to my channel. So as you can tell by the title, your girl passed her cosmetology test. So as you can tell, I'm going to be telling you guys basically what I did to pass the cosmetology test. If you guys were interested in knowing how I passed the cosmetology test or interested in going to beauty school, basically I'm just going to sum up how the cosmetology test was and what I did to study for the cosmetology test. Pretty much I was in school for around 8 months, 9 to 5 for 5 days a week, Monday through Friday. The experience was different, pretty much. I want to make a whole video about my experience in beauty school, a separate video, so let me know if you guys want to know about that. So pretty much your girl got her freaking license, y'all. I got my license. I could cry. I really could cry. Bam. So pretty much I got my license. I had a temporary license. Is this my temporary license? Yeah, so this is my temporary license pretty much. So I got a temporary license after I graduated, and then of course you had to study, take the test to get your, you know, your regular license, and you pretty much renew it every 4 years. Let me tell y'all, I was never really in high school. The classes that I took were like, the studying was different. It was more so writing notes on a page and studying the notes on the page, and then next thing you know you had a test. For example, I had like an AP American Government class, and pretty much he would make us do 15 pages of notes, study it, and then we take a test. Sis, like I didn't know. My boyfriend was like, how about you do flashcards? And then I know it sounds so like elementary and middle schoolish, but it really worked. Like, and yeah, I've thought of doing that, but it's like, I don't know, I've always done it the way that my teachers have told me to do it, that I've never really tried any other methods, and I would pass the test. Like, it wasn't, I don't know. So this test was really serious to me. I was really trying to pass it. So I'm like, I need to study. I need to figure out a way to study, because these whole writing on the notes and writing on the page, it wasn't gonna work for me. Get note cards and write the definition on one side and write the word on the other side. How I studied this, I was literally doing it all day, every day. I mean, studying for about 2 weeks straight, every single day. I would like be in the kitchen, I'm studying, bathroom studying, car stuff. I was just studying all the time, and the flashcards really helped me. I pretty much did them in different colors. We are visual people, so if you like think of something, like think of an image of something, you're more likely to remember what it is that you're trying to, you know, remember. I also have this study guide book that I got from school prior to me graduating, and I also studied this book. I also studied this Blueprint cosmetology book that I got from school. So this is like the new curriculum for beauty school. So, and I pretty much would just study my ass off. Like, I studied for probably 2 weeks straight, maybe 3 weeks straight, and it was time to take the test. I was prepared, but I was nervous at the same time, but I knew that I was going to pass the test. Like, so yeah, the test was pretty much a lot of state regulations, nails, hair, and that was pretty much what was on the test. When the test came, I'm looking at it. It was 100 questions, and I'm just looking at it, and I'm like, okay, Yvonne, you got this. So as I'm going through the test, I'm answering the ones I know. Like, the ones I don't have to really think twice about, I'm answering. The ones I do have to think twice about, I didn't answer. I'm like, you know what, I'm gonna go back to them. We have 2.5 hours to take the test. So I'm like, I have enough time to go back and, you know, review those questions and really think about what the question is asking. Some of those questions that were on that test, I don't even remember studying, and I remember studying this from literally A to Z. I'm like, hold up, this is not on the study guide. So I'm like, hold on, wait a minute. I'm like, okay. So I go back to the ones that I didn't know, and I started to be like very visual. I started to go back and think of the words that I wrote down in different colors on my note cards, and then I started to think like, okay, I think these definitions are familiar. Looking at the answers, and then I'm like, okay, what did I write down? I started to use my photogenic memory to really figure out what it was that I studied in order to answer that test. And when I tell y'all it worked, like, I was super duper confident in the test. Of course, after I took the test, I was like a little nervous. There's no way that I studied so hard that I'm not going to pass that test. So maybe like a couple days later, it came super duper fast. A couple days later, I got an email and it said, your cosmetology exam passed. Your girl was happy. And by the way, I didn't tell you guys, but for the cosmetology state test, it's a practical exam and a written exam. The practical exam I kind of took earlier in the summer, and then the written exam I took recently. The practical exam was super duper easy. The written exam was the one that I was really worried about, that I had to like study and go super duper hard for. But all together, I would say the test wasn't that hard if you study and if you know what you're talking about, you know your shit. The test is not hard at all. The practical exam is not hard. I just feel like you have to be really clean. Like, cleanliness is super duper important in the practical part of the exam. Cleanliness and just, you know, making sure your cuts are right, making sure your application of the product is right, sanitation, neatness, stuff like that. That's what's really important in the practical exam, because they're basically looking at how you're going to perform in a real life salon environment. Cosmetology exam was not hard at all. It was, you really just got to study, and this has to be something that you really want to do. I'm really into beauty. I'm into empowering women. I'm into making women feel beautiful. I love skincare. I'm really big into skincare, like everything beauty. I wanted to come on here and basically tell you guys about my cosmetology test experience, how I studied to take the state test. If you guys were ever interested in going to beauty school, I went to Empire Beauty School in Queens, New York. Like I said, I will talk to you guys all about my experience later in another video that's interesting. I'm just gonna say that it's very interesting. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you give this video thumbs up. Make sure you subscribe to my channel, because I don't want y'all to miss the videos. Make sure you press that bell button so you don't miss any videos. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Make sure you're following me on my social media at Yvonne Santos X, and shop hair at The Hair Galore, Evie's Extensions. And yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Bye.